All right, well, hi everyone. So we're just doing some hot cocoa corner tonight and also taking a little bit of Genshin. Not too much, but just I figured a little bit. And so let's just get right on into it. Okay, so hopping over to our schedule. Oops, hang on. I forgot. I had moved myself. There we go. There we go. I had moved myself um, for the quiet stream because my camera uh, wasn't working, and so I was like, okay, I'll just put it off to the side, and I forgot to move it back. So there we go. Okay. All right. So for the schedule this week, kind of typical. We're gonna be doing Hot Cocoa Corner and Genshin tonight. Tuesday is Genshin Sino Story Quest is going to be out, so we'll be doing that. Wednesday we'll probably be doing some Honkai Star Rail in the evening. Thursday I'm going to take a little bit of rest, and then probably on Friday we're going to finish up Genshin. If we don't finish up Sino Story Quest on the Tuesday, we'll probably flip Honkai Star Rail and Genshin and just finish up Sino Story Quest on Wednesday. But we'll have to see. I know next week Withering Waves is going to be coming out, and that'll be on the 22nd, and we'll be doing a lot of Withering Waves because it'll be a new game. And hang on a second. There you go. We'll be doing lots of the Withering Waves, so we have that. On the Withering Waves note, we actually did pass the 30 million pre-registration, so yay. So with that, we have actually reached all of the milestones, as you can see here. So what we're gonna get, first off, is we're going to be getting 80,000 shell credits. So this is like the gold of the game. We're gonna get some advanced resonance potions. So potions. We're gonna get 200 asterite, which is a pull. Basically, I think it's like 160. I think asterite per pull. So we get a pull there. We're getting this sigil en route, so we'll get that one. And then we also will get this luxurious tide, which is 20. I believe this is limited banner, not standard banner pull. So that'll be really good, especially for those of us who want Jing Yang, so the guy with the long blue hair, or Yinglin, who is the lady with the red hair. Although I think hers is coming in the second part of the 1.0 patch. We also have this follower milestone. Yeah, I can't talk tonight. Follower milestones. I gotta slow down. Where the total followers across all platforms goal is 5 million, and you get a Ranger Series weapon of choice, which I believe this is a 4-star weapon, but it's good. It's good to get started with, especially for like your if you're gonna be using the Rover, or I think it's like we're gonna be getting like Rover, Yang Yang, Bai Shi, Chisha, and then we're also gonna be getting Yun Woo. We're gonna be getting him, and I think there was somebody else we were getting. I don't remember. I can't remember right now. But we are getting quite a few characters to start off with as for free. Kind of similar to how in Genshin we end up having the Traveler, and then we got our first Amber, Kaya, and Lisa for free. And then we got like a Noelle as from the standard on the starter banner. We got let's see, Barbara after we did Dvalin, and then we also got Zhongling off of the Spiral Abyss, and so on and so forth. So they have that all that. Now, to go into what other stuff's going on, let me hop over to my list. Just makes it so much easier just to kind of catch up on some of this stuff. So what's kind of cool about Wuthering Waves too is that they have this little thing here. They actually have their stuff in Times Square, which is really neat. So we'll actually take a look at this real quick, since it's a very short little video. Let's take a look here.
The darkest hours near and silence betraying. In the dark of night, beneath the shadowed heaven, who do not fight through the tears you changed. All the way out, but I don't want to take it.
Ah, it's so neat. Oh, there was Scar.
Saving light.
I'm hyped. That was so cool. Yeah, I saw a video before that said that even like getting one of those at Times Square is like $5,000 to $50,000 a day. So like, wow, that's a lot of money. But it's really gonna get I think a lot of people's attention, and it's really good. So I'm hyped. This is gonna be so awesome, and it's gonna come out next Wednesday, so the 22nd. So that'll be really, really cool. I might actually watch that a couple times later because that's pretty good. Actually, you know what we could probably do is just do this, so we don't have to jump around so much. I tend to scroll down and then I end up jumping around, but take a look just at all their stuff real quick. Okay, so yeah, so the global launch, that's going to be on the 22nd. Here's the thing we just watched. Yeah, here's because they kept going. I don't think they showed that that preview the way that was, but they kept showing the characters and stuff, which was really cool. They're also doing this kind of stopping American tour they're going on. So, like, they're stopping in those places and taking pictures and things like that. I think if you're in the area, you could go see them. They're not going to be anywhere near me or anything, but still really cool. The cosplayers they do a really good job here. They got, like, that on the streetcar there. So people were like, oh gosh, it's the login screen. so there you go with that. Chisha's voice actor, their little video, so we can listen to this real quick.
Jinjo Patroller Chisha. You can always call on me if you ever find yourself in a pickle. Chisha is a junior patroller in Jinjo, but despite her low rank, she's passionate about doing her duty. She brightens up every room with her boundless energy. In fact, we should all be a bit more Chisha. She has dreams of becoming a renowned hero, and she looks for injustice behind every corner and loves to help all those in need.
Hi, Blaze.
Wuthering Waves has a combat system that gets your blood pumping. It offers a unique battle experience through diverse QTE skills. Hitting an enemy when it chimes gives instant damage feedback. The dim forest in the story embodies a fantastic environment design. You'll get to see giant trees, spreading spores, strange animals, and plants unique to this area.
The official release of Wuthering Waves is approaching. Rise and embark on your odyssey, Rover.
Yeah, and you're right. It sound a little bit like Amber, with like in the personality department, which I think that's kind of like a standard, I guess, with like anime characters. You always have that like really friendly type, energetic type of girl. So, but you have that one. They put out this little thing for Yilin. I don't think she has a voice one yet. But she is going to be one of the first limited characters after Ji Yang. So we have her that's come up. Their first stop on the pig was Los Angeles, actually. So they have all these really nice pictures, and so on. They put out another little comic too for Ling Yang about not touching his tail. It's very cute. If you guys want to talk about it, take a look at it. There's going to be overlap. Yeah. It happens. Yeah, here's where they're actually stopping for the tour. So they had here Los Angeles, and then they stopped here. Next stop will be Salt Lake City. Then they'll be stopping here on the way. Then Chicago, and then New York. And then I guess what's that? By that point, Theme Car will be traveling. So I don't know if they're going to be finished with this by the time the game comes out, but they're doing that whole part. So there you go. And they also reached 400,000 followers on the Twitter page, which is really nice. They gave us this really cute picture. I think Jing Yang holding Cloudy is just really cute. It looks super adorable with the little chippies and stuff. But I'm going to assume that the Twitter page is going to get a lot more followers once the game actually comes out. I mean, I know that like I didn't know about Genshin until like 15 days after it launched, and I think I wasn't the only one. So let's see, we have that. Close this now. Then let's see, we're for Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. We'll take a look at. I think that's about it for that area. We did hear a little bit about Blue Protocol the other day. It's running into more problems, and it's kind of like, yeah, I had a feeling that when it didn't release with the, I think it was the Japanese version, you kind of knew that something was up, because it's sort of like part of the course now to release the game in all regions at the same time, not lag behind. And that's a bit of an issue. But yeah, just looking at Genshin Impact real quick. They put out the cutscene for the main event in 2.7, 2.6. 2.6? Yeah, 2.6. So if you guys want to watch it again, it has Ether in it, and if you play Lumine, you're kind of out of luck, but you could see it again. I thought Ito's voice actor did a really good job singing. It's an interesting little doodad. They also have some of the fan art contests, more giveaway things. Oh yeah, the Wind Trace is going to start on the 14th as well, so we might be doing some of that tomorrow as well. After Sino's Story Quest, if we have enough time. But we have that, some really cute artwork of Pearware or Arlecchino and Shervy. This is super cute. I hope they put out these plushies, because those are just super adorable. It would be so cute to have plushies of all of the characters that look like that. Let's see, so we have that. I think for Genshin, the other stuff, let's see. We're doing the main event now. Baizu and Wanderer's banners will be starting tomorrow evening. We have that. We Wind Trace. We're doing the what is this one? Hard to read it when it's so tiny. Yeah, the specially shaped Saurian Search. So we're having another event. That one's going to start on the 22nd, which is actually when Withering Waves starts. They have the Overflow Mastery Talent Level event. That's on the 27th. And Sino Story Quest is going to be on the 14th as well. So lots to do tomorrow. So we have that. Yeah, for these banners we have, like I said, Wanderer and Baizu, with the 4 stars being Beidou, Faruzan, and Layla. So let's see. Oh, this one also was interesting. This doesn't really affect PC users, but they did actually say that they're going to make some slight changes because Natland is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more updated, and so they're basically letting everybody who's playing on their phones know that yeah, stuff's going to change. If you look here and go to this, loads. Come on, Hoya Lab. There we go. Yeah. So, dear traveler, in the future version 5.0 of Genshin Impact, the developers will be upgrading the overall visuals and functions of the game. This upgrade will also mean higher performance requirements. While striving to keep the minimum device requirements for version 5.0 the same, we will use stricter performance optimization strategies to ensure stable functioning of the game after the version update. Devices for which adjustments will be made are as follows. So iOS, so models with an A12 processor or lower. Android, models with a Snapdragon 865, Dimensity to 1200, Kirin 9000 SL, or Samsung Exynos 1080 processor or lower. PlayStation 4 series, all visual performances will be reduced compared to the current version after the version 5.0 update on the above devices, e.g. when playing the game on the devices mentioned above, the resolution for some image details and smaller objects will decrease, the effect range of some special effects will decrease, etc. For more details, please refer to the minimum specifications and recommended specifications. But as you can see, there's no PC on here, so PC will apparently be fine. They're just having to tweak it a little bit for phones and stuff. So we have that whole thing there. Although that, of course, isn't until 5.0, and we still have 4.7 and 4.8 to go through, so it's not really a big rush. Lots of really pretty artwork as well. I saw this one that they reposted, and it's really interesting because it's like you have Arlecchino with Chevry's bellflowers, and then the lights from Shaznia, and you could see how she's kind of like falling away and there's flames all over. It's like, okay, your childhood is ended, but you're gonna rise above type of idea. So I thought that was kind of cool. Also, it was Kalei's birthday, which on May 8th, which that was last week, last Wednesday. Which is also very interesting because the voice actress for Colette went and had surgery on Friday, and she's okay. She had to get it done because apparently it was like a genetic thing, but it was kind of scary because apparently her uncle had actually died of the surgery. So that is actually super terrifying, but she's okay. She just put out a video recently, I think it was today, where she basically was said in a very quiet voice that she's okay, and she's thanking everybody for supporting her and everything like that. So I hope she, gets rest and heals well and feels better soon and all that stuff. Also, I'm glad that she's still here with us. A lot of people have been going into surgery lately, and I'm like, are you gonna be okay? Please make sure you come back. And that's a good thing. But we had Cole's birthday and everything. Also some pop-up stores. Oh, there was also another Arlecchino event called Fragmented Memories. It's like a little kind of puzzle event. You do stuff and you get primo gems and stuff. So I suggest anybody do it if you haven't, and so on and so forth. And I think that's about it since we covered from last week. As for Honkai Star Rail, there's some stuff going on. There's like a Robin's playlist. A lot of advertisement for Robin and everything because her banner is going right now. Trailblazer can finally become the Harmony Trailblazer. They are imaginary type. They're kind of like a buffer for the other characters. They help add extra damage and stuff like that. Also break effect, so you have that. There's also a lot of music stuff going on too. How long is this one? Okay, yeah. So this one's 15 minutes, so we won't listen to this one today because we want to get to Genshin. But
你去过游乐园吗？
I think it's basically on how they came up with the music for Penacony, which is pretty cool. You can also go and watch the Star Rail concert now. They put it up as a recording. I actually haven't watched it, but I really should get around to do it. So maybe one of these streams we'll do it. Have that, more Robin stuff. Also it's just some videos and stuff from the game itself, things like that. Lots of spoilers and so on. I'm waiting for Boot Hill to show up because I'm kind of like, okay, I want to roll for Boot Hill. I think he's really cool, so I'll be rolling for him. When his banner drops, it's not going to be dropped for a while though. I think it's like he's dropping like the 28th, so it's gonna be a while still. But lots of really pretty artwork, lots of really pretty all that stuff, and so on. So I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it as far as I know. If I think of anything else, I'll let you guys know. But I think for now we can hop over to Genshin. Let me just change this. Okay. We're going to capture to Genshin. Right, here we go. That. Oh, and that's right, I want to change this too. How about we use the green dress today? Pardon me, it got stuck a little bit. There you go. It's like, it started loading and I'm like, okay, now I'm stuck in a position like this. It's like, please. You couldn't pick a worse one. But anyway. Alright, so let's just do some Genshin. Let's see, what did Blaze say? It's gonna be hard not to compare it to Genshin.
I see the value in my own work.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard. I mean, I think at this point, a lot of people that are going to be playing Withering Waves have played Genshin. Just because it's like, okay, they're both open world games, they're both gacha, they're both, But I think the important part.
But I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
Excuse me. The important part is to not put it. To not use that as a negative. Basically, don't just go, don't go around and be like, oh, well, this game does it better than this game, and oh, it's gonna, do this and do that, it's like, oh, Blaze sent me a super cute little icon. Let's see, which one should we send? Protect with 2 C's. Yeah, the weirdest thing happened yesterday. One of the people I was friends with, okay, messaged me. She said hi. So I wrote back, hi, what's up? And then suddenly, not only did her message disappear, but she's not on my friend list anymore. So I don't know whether or not her account just got flipped or she just decided. I mean, if she decided that she didn't want to be friends with me on the game anymore, I guess that's fine. But I'm also kind of like, well, like all I said was hi. So it's kind of suspicious. So, friend, if you're out there, contact me on Discord or something. I would like to know what happened to you. But anyway. Alright, let's go do some daily missions. Because we finished up everything for the Ito event, so there's nothing to do for there. Excuse me. Gonna say, why did it put me all the way over here? It's because it's over here. Yeah, I picked up all the emojis, or icons of the characters that I actually RP on Twitter. However, I think I might. It's kind of weird because what happened was, in order to try to save space and make it easier for me to reply to things, I went and I put some of my blogs together. Like, for example, I had a Pantalone blog and an Arlecchino blog, and so I. Oh, she's not sitting down anymore. See. Are you still organizing files? Oh, pleasure to see you, honorary senior researcher. Yep, me. That's correct. I'm continuing to organize the documents and files according to Mr. Raimundo's instructions. Wait, haven't I said this before? But this place is huge. It's way too much work for one person. Why didn't he assign anyone to help you? This research institute has many pressing matters to deal with. It's normal that there's no one available to help me. And you're a director, too. You mean my title is Savonian Research Institute Materials Retrieval Project Director? Please don't mock me so. In what way am I actually a director? From the very beginning, I have been no more than an ordinary staffer responsible for organizing files. After Mr. Raimundo assigned me here to organize the files, I was suddenly informed of my new title. Someone said that this was Mr. Doyle's idea. Apparently, he thinks that since our work is so onerous, giving us such titles will make providing additional compensation easier. Don't tell anyone else. How could I? How could I just say it out loud like that? I'm the silent type. Relax. That sounds not bad at all. After all, it's only fair that those who do all the work should receive a bit more compensation. But why use such a roundabout method? Can't they just give everyone more Mora? This seems part of the course here at the Research Institute, as long as you actually receive the extra Mora. I can never understand why just what the two of them are thinking. But I have to keep working no matter what. There's too much to do. Honorary Senior Researcher, if you're willing, could you please lend me a hand? It is my duty. Don't forget to make the honorary in my title even more honorable. It is my duty. In that case, please help me clear out some of the filth around here. Oh, be sure to do your best not to touch the nearby books and files while you're cleaning. It would be absolutely awful if they were damaged by the cleaning. I'll leave it to you then. As for me, I'll keep organizing the files here. I'll never notice there were so many files in the Institute before. Okay, so how are we supposed to do that without touching the books? Let's see. Guess maybe...
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
Maybe we could do it like this? Because those are awfully close to the books. Let me jump up here. Here. It's behind me, it won't hit the books, right? It's easier to jump up on the tables. Go. Oh, oh. Well, at least I almost got it. See what? Let's see. Hard to go. Yeah, well, it's comparing any magical school setting with Harry Potter. It's hard not to. Yeah, that's true. I guess I almost did it. I guess standing on top of the books, they were a little too close into the blast range. But alright. Let's see.
How long will this require exactly?
But anyway, as I was saying, it's kind of like as long as people don't compare them in a negative way to like, oh, well, this game does this so much better, or oh, this game could never do that because they're so stingy, or yada yada yada. You know, it's like, don't do that. You know, because that's just go. Isn't 10 right? Okay. I put him in my party to help him get some friendship, and I'm thinking, he's not 10 already, is he? Give me 1 second. I want to check something real quick. Work. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Let's see. Um. try this. Blaze, if you're still there, could you type something in the chat for me? I'm gonna test something. Okay, good, it works. I had to move my microphone, but it is, thank you. I had to move my microphone, but it was blocking my chat window, so I tried to put it onto my main screen that I'm using right now for Genshin. And
Mind the side effects.
I wanted to make sure it was working properly.
Quicker. Be still. Check. 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 Check.
Transfixed.
Alright, last one. Be pretty easy. Yeah. On one hand, I'm glad that Elinas is technically not dead. But on the other hand, I kind of was like, oh, it would have been cool if he could come back to life. But as he mentioned himself, he doesn't really want to come back to life and like respawn, because if he does, he'll end up accidentally killing the Meloscenes. That's it. Because they're living inside of him, and if he suddenly just becomes flesh and blood. Also, if he did that, I'm pretty sure Nivulette would probably fight him or something, so it's probably better off if he just kind of stays chill.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Alright. Yeah, kind of funny thing, I actually hit the battle pass already. It was because I went and I bought the big, this one. Because I was like, oh, look at the name card, it's so pretty, and oh, look at this, it's so cool. And it gives you 10 levels, so I'm 10 levels ahead. So, but this usually happens. I probably won't buy the next one, the full pack, because although it kind of depends on what this and this is. Like, I was kind of disappointed with this, to be honest. It doesn't really do anything. It's just a giant leer. And you can't play it or anything, so it's not really that special. Sometimes with those things, it's sort of a hit and miss. Alright. What I want to do now is I want to go over, let's see, to Inazuma. Where they put it? No, that's the wrong one. Not that. Oh, that's right. It's not. It's not Inazuma. What am I looking at? It is over here. I want to get some of these for my Ayato. He needs either a hydro what is it? Hydro Goblet. Let me hop over and I'll show you guys. Yeah, he either needs a attack timepiece or a Hydro Goblet from this set. I've got him for like crit rate and these two, but he needs either this one or this one. So we're gonna do this a little bit. We go to the battle team. Because Verena and Nebulette make things so much easier when farming. Especially when you have them built. I mean, I hope that the, you know, the Pyro Archon and the, if we get a Pyro Dragon, I hope they're just as powerful because it's really nice to have strong characters like that.
This is order. Gather. Fighters. The tides beckon.
No?
Bitter pill to swallow.
We'll heal from
Mind the side effects.
Baizu. Oh. Okay, well here's a. I think this was this one we needed. It's even got crit rate and crit damage on it. That's pretty good. I think that was actually might be the one we needed. Yep, there we go. Alright, so now he has a 4 set. Let's see. Oh, of course it would be defense. I guess let's just continue doing this one.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Strike him up!
Be sanctified. Bow your head.
Because unfortunately, it's not enough to get good artifacts. You also have to get fodder artifacts to raise up your artifacts. So... There's some crit damage ones too.
This is order. Gather. Settle down. The tides beckon. Bow your head.
not too bad. That's a nice percentages on it. Yeah, that's what you want to look for when you go for those things. If it has percentages, because flat.
I will have order. Solidify.
Strike up!
Silence. Let the mighty be humble.
Yeah, because the flat number substats end up not being as useful when you get up into the higher range, so. Oh. P1. Right. It's kind of funny. I was farming for either one of those pieces for a Yato yesterday, and I went through, like, you know, my resin, and I didn't get anything. I was like, oh great, you know, here we go. And then I get it in the first run of tonight. Alright, so what's his stats doing? Okay, so he's got crit rate of 70, crit damage 119, got some energy recharge, lots of res, 42 hydro damage, which is pretty good.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this one's kind of a hit or miss, it seems, but I kind of wonder if that'll work after you hit his E skill. Because, I mean, you are, like, clicking with his normal attack. Oh. Let's see if we can go find some hilly troll to try it out on. One of those situations where you have to climb down very carefully.
Stabilize.
Because if you tried to fall from up there, you'd end up breaking your character's legs.
Solidify.
I'm just farming for rocks because my rock,
Yeah.
Well, I would have been like, oh, there's something a Yato could fight, but they're hydro slimes. They're immune to hydro. Let's find somebody else. Oh, there's a hilly churl. Alright, let's take a look, see what we have. His artifacts aren't fully leveled up. But
Stabilize. Cascade.
okay.
Solidify! The depth effect. Be still.
Okay. Seems like it's averaging about 5,000, 6,000. But again, his things isn't fully leveled up. Yeah. We have like 14, that's a 20, 18, 18, 16. So it's not perfect yet, but I don't think too bad. It's definitely one of those things where he's not in Ayat or in Niviolette or Farina's ballpark. But then again, he really shouldn't be because he's not a dragon or an Archon. I love the music in the chasm. It's just so pretty. There's a lot of like deep tones to it too. Not this one specifically, but
Stabilize!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Solidify! I got you.
physical attack, I guess, doesn't seem too bad. That's the one problem, I think, with if you put so much emphasis on their elemental part, when they have when they have to have their cooldown, they're just swinging their swords around, and like it's not doing anything. Like with Layla, Layla is definitely like a character where you have her do her E shield, you have her put out her Q, and then you have her sit out until she recharges, because her actual physical swinging her sword attack basically doesn't squat, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I know a lot of people have kind of mentioned that she's sort of the AFK type of character.
Want a taste of my hammer? Cascade!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Now you made me come down here, and I have to climb all the way back up. What's this over here? Oh, it's a bird nest. It reminds me of a story I heard when I was a really little kid. It was something about a goose. Yeah, I think it was like a Disney film, or a Disney short, I should say, where a little bird decided to make its nest in a unused or abandoned water wheel, and a storm blew up, and it was trying to spin the water wheel by the wind, but a single rope was holding it back. However, as the wind tugged on the rope began to get frayed, and it was like the point of the bird and her eggs were gonna get crushed if she didn't move. I'm pretty sure everything turned out okay, because I mean it's Disney, but
Well, this is order. Gather. A bitter pill to swallow. Be still. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. This captured. Well done. You need a hurry up. Kamisato up. Suyu. This was well done.
ah!
There are images to
Stabilize. You need a hurry up. Cascade. Low.
Kawasaki was seen.
Gather. A bitter pill to swallow. Be still.
Out of my
Solidify.
Kawasaki was seen. This body belongs to ice and snow.
All right. Get all the drops. I want to make sure I don't leave any. I think that's good.
This realm is truly...
I'm so glad they put this obtain all feature because I needed this. All right.
If you ever have any...
Alright, so, oops. Go inside. Yeah, this, this teapot actually has the least, points of all my teapots because I haven't figured out what to do with this room exactly. Like, I went and I put these here to make sort of like a wall, so you can have like, oh, here's one room and here's another room. But unfortunately, with Genshin, like, you don't, I mean, there's no bathrooms. So you can't have like, oh, here's the bathroom. Just take that. Let's see. I think originally part of this is going to be Pantalone's room. But whoa. Hang in there. I don't think we don't really have any Inazuma rugs, do we? Because we have 2 Mondstadt, 2 Leeway, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sumeru, and 5 Fontaine. So we actually do not have any Inazuman carpets. Like, Genshin, if you guys are watching, please, more carpets for Inazuma. We need at least one. That would be really nice. Right. This. Here. This is our Sumeru, but hey. Fruit's always good. There. What is that? Oh, it's from Chiori. It's the pin. I forgot about this. Guess we'll put it right there. I mean, I didn't forget about it. I knew that she gave it to us, but I didn't remember that it was a furnishing. Got some animals. Or cushions, actually. There. I mean, they can't technically sit on these, but... Uh-oh. They're running out of load. Yeah, apparently only English Hayato has that super big sound effect of the noise. All the other Yatos drink very quietly, but not this one. He wants to get every last drop. Although I can't blame him, he works so stinking hard. I can imagine boba tea is like one of the things he can actually be happy about and count on. You know, like that's his treat for working so hard. That he can hang out in the hot springs. Thing is, I've said this before, but I do hope that when Natland has been said that it's the home of the natural hot springs, which I find kind of interesting because in real life Japan they have volcanoes and there's a lot of hot springs there, right? Because you know of the natural volcanoes. But in Inazuma, they basically say that, oh no, all of our hot springs are artificial, but we were inspired by the hot springs of Natland. Which, if Natland is based off of the countries I think it's based off of, I didn't realize that those countries had hot springs. So, hot spring is basically not what jumps to mind when I think of those countries. But, I mean, maybe they do and I just didn't know. But, nice soothing water and the pretty lights. But I hope that we get more hot spring furnishings from Natland. I think that would be really cool. Also, anything with lava. I'm looking forward to the lava. I think lava is really the only thing that we really haven't had covered. Because, like, if you look at the map, like, okay, so we got snow-capped mountains, and we're probably going to get more once we get to Shasnaya, because Shasnaya is supposed to be completely icy and cold and so on. So we got that. We got, of course, plenty of plains, mountains, forests, things like that. We got canyons. We have plenty of desert. Lots and lots of desert. Which we might actually get more desert for Natland, but we're not 100% sure. And then, of course, we have water and being able to swim around. And we also, of course, have
Sure I've forgotten
islands.
something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
And then, of course, we have islands when it comes to Inazuma. So the only thing we're actually missing is the volcanoes. There is, oh, what is it? It's not that one. This one. You go in this one, you can see the lava off to the side. But of course you can't like go into it or anything. Not that you would want to go into lava, but I'm assuming that Natland is going to be the space where we
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
I assume Natland is going to be the place where we're going to run into that extreme heat meter that Signora uses, because it's like we have the sheer cold meter in Dragonspine, but we haven't run into an area that has the sheer heat. I mean, even Sumeru's desert doesn't have the sheer heat. There might have been, yeah. I thought for a second, I I could remember that there was one in whatchamacallit. Ooh. Called. Oh, there's a chest. There's a bunch of all goats. Hi, goats. Oh, it's salt. Please. Salt. Oh. Whoops.
Cascade. Finally done.
Whoops.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
I mean, I didn't mean to steal the guy's food. It was just like, I just walked up, I'm like, oh, look at all the goats. Oh gosh, I hope I don't have to hurt the goats to get the treasure chest. And then it's suddenly like, oh, salt. And then suddenly like, and then it was, oh, look at the light. And they click it, and like, it's like, oh, here's your soup. And you're like, okay. And then guy shows up to say, why are you stealing my food? Sorry, sir. We need one more timed one more timed challenge. I have no idea where it is.
Gather. Yeah.
Honestly though, I love these trees. It's just so peaceful. I'm like, are you listening to me? Yeah, I don't know if they planned this. But so Chenyu Vale came out. And all the Baizu fans were like, "Oh, he's gonna play a big part in this, right? You know, it's his hometown. He's got Chang Chang around his neck. He's gonna play a big part in it, right? He's finally gonna get a big part." And then nothing, which was very much a bummer. And I complained. I put in the comment. I put in the thing. I was like, "Please, what happened to Baizu? he deserves attention. And then we finally got his birthday art and his birthday letter, and it basically said how he had gone back to Chenyu Vale. And I was like, okay, well, at least he went there. But I also thought to myself, he went there and without us? Like, I can't win. Let's head up there first. Yeah. The thing is, too, is I know with Withering Waves coming out, there are some people who are like, oh, great, now I could drop Genshin, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and you can play more than one game, you know? Like, I know I'll definitely be streaming a lot more Withering Waves once it comes out. But the thing is, it's going to be a brand new game, and I'm going to be having to spend time figuring out how it works and exploring all over the place and things like that. But I'm still going to be doing Genshin too. I mean, as soon as the Twitch event starts. Oh well, there was one here, so my instincts were good. Can't get to it because the tree's in the way. Don't think one's up there, actually. I think I've already been to a lot of the high places. I need to look lower. I could just imagine Changsheng being huge and chucking this to help prevent everything from flooding. I mean, she had to be, because I mean, I think even if she had like huge adeptal power, it would just be like, how is that so much power in this tiny little snake body? There's a chest over there.
Another test subject.
Mind the side effect.
You're open.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
But anyway.
Yes. Very nice.
I mean, apparently the next year, or this coming up, Chinese New Year is going to be the year of the snake. So, hopefully, Baizu might get a little bit more attention, or at least be able to show up in the event. He wasn't even in. Like, he was a speck in the distance. which I guess was better than some other characters, but I was just like, really? He finally became playable, and he's a speck in the distance. How does this work out? Excuse me, little fox. I want the bubble to accidentally pop you.
Solidify!
Get these scratchy clear water jades off you.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not gonna work. There you go. Sorry guys, that was a little rough. Alright. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna need to do for this is to go on to the interactive map and just mark all of the mechanisms and then just kind of go around in my game and be like, okay, did I get this one? Yes. Did I get that one? Yes. And just kind of go around until I run out of ones I have already gotten. Yeah. That one? Or is that just something else? Nope. That is a dendron slime. I had a feeling it was too good to be true.
Gather!
I think I have to finish leveling up her artifacts too a little bit. She used to be stronger than this.
Solidify!
It's funny, you could still tell that Chenyu Vale is part of Leeway because you could find tons of rocks around. Like, we are still the land of Geo.
Cascade!
There was nothing there. Kind of funny showing that, oh, those two boats move. Oh, maybe there? Ah, there you are. To just slip, I've been trapped in the river mud. Here you go. Here you go. No problem.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Go pop the other bubble, see what's in them. Oh, this one's got a chest.
Oh, so...
The doctor will see you.
Seems like an emergency.
A bitter pill to swallow. Yeah.
Oh! I think I might have found the last time achievement. Maybe. These things are weird. Sometimes they end up being time things, and other times they don't. Reach the targeted location. Oh. Aha! Nice, we did it! So we don't have to walk back. Thank you, Fujin. Oh, look at the little
life of
baby
an adventurer
boar.
certainly isn't easy.
Bunch of baby boars. Queek, queek, queek. Wasn't there a kid here just a second ago? Oh, there he is. It's kind of funny, in my brain, I came back and I was like, oh, look at the baby boar. And then I was like, wait, where'd the kid go? Like, there was kid, but no boars. But now there's boars and no kid. Wait a minute.
Stabilize.
What fandangling is this? But no, he's right there. All right. That. And we can go complete the following achievement to receive a name card style. Name. Achievement Adeptal Valley. This name card. After that, the fish sank to the bottom of the lake and the snake was split into several pieces. The remaining beasts waited on mountains, rivers, and moon, awaiting their silent answer. So, very much a Chang Sheng and Baizu card. Nice. And I can also say that, yes, it is now 100%. Ah! Yeah, I have to get back. I have to get around to doing the Genius Invocation TCG. I found it fun originally, but then I got kind of confused on some of it, and I kind of just was like, alright, I'm just gonna leave it alone. So, I know you can get some Primo Gems from it and everything, so I surely should get back at doing that, but I also need to catch a lot of fish. Much more fish. Do the card there. Look how nice that looks. This is the Baizu themed card. Personally, I think a lot of the cards that are greenish. Oh, okay. Good night, Blaze. Well, technically, you're only 10 minutes heading to bed early, so I guess it's not that early. But enjoy your sleep and take it easy. Thanks for coming to the stream. Anyway. But yeah, I think with Baizu, I should probably go to bed soon too, because I'm getting tired too. Oh, cute. Yeah, I think it's like this one, this one, this one definitely. This one kind of, I think, kind of matches him too. I think other bit more. This one, of course, because of the whole herb bit. That one works. I think Tignari's works really well. Sumeru one's kind of nice too. Where's Baizu's? Oh, there it is. Where's Baizu's goes well with him. But it's like for a second I was like, what happened to Baizu's name card? It's like, don't tell me he got deleted or something. Like, whoops. Yeah, a lot of these name cards are really pretty. Candace and Ayato's. This one's really good. This one's definitely like a Diluc themed one, so that one's really pretty. It's kind of cute too with Diluc's. Like, he's got this flame bird here, and then you have Kaya's, who is this kind of ice peacock, and they're both like looking at each other in each other's direction. Like, if you were to put them side by side, Kaya's would be looking at Diluc's and Diluc's would be looking at Kaya's. Even though Kaya's is technically faced the other way, he has his head turned to look back at Diluc's, which I think is kind of cute. It's like that whole, bond between them and stuff. That's really sweet. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple that I didn't buy because I wasn't buying Battle Pass at the time. Erasers, Fischls, Bennett's. Yeah, I don't have Kaching, so I can't do that one. I really need to put like Razor and Fischl and stuff on the team and raise them a little bit to get their name cards because I've had them long enough. They should have been here by now. Yeah, like I wish at some point some of the name cards came back because like this one's really pretty. This one's nice. This one's nice. But fortunately, I wasn't buying them back then. So I kind of missed out on them, but it's okay. I still have a lot of really pretty ones. So that's what matters. Although hopefully someday they'll come back in a kind of rotation. I know they're supposed to be like, oh, that you were here for that one, you know, moment. But unfortunately, when you do it or you make it too special like that, that means that any new players that came in have missed all of those name cards. So, yeah, nice. What does this kid say anyway? Oh, but if I don't put in the effort and practice fishing as my family wants, my parents' techniques will be lost forever. One little Mao was willing to learn how to fish. Oh. This is definitely one of those situations of a kid who is trapped between his duty and what he actually wants to do. He's like, I feel responsible towards my parents, keep their traditions alive, but I also just want to plain do Jadeware. Although I guess technically there's no reason he can't do both, right? Oh. Uh-oh. We're getting attacked by a pelican. After a difficult and grueling battle, you finally gain the upper hand. Fish sees from a pelican's mouth. Oh, I know where to do with this. You gotta give it to the cat. Let's see. Where is the cat? Thought it was over here somewhere. I was wondering how I was supposed to get that because, like, you can't just feed the cat any old fish. You have to feed it fish from the pelican's mouth. But I was just like, how do you get that? I think it was. Okay.
There's always some fool trying to mess with me.
Ba, giant Ba. I'll have to talk to them when I come back. Here we go. Here he is. Yeah, here we go. Use fish seized from a pelican's mouth 1 and put it in the feeding bowl. Here you go. Oh, he ran away. Wait, that's you.
There's always some fool trying to mess with me.
Yeah. Oh! You kitty.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been.
Good kitty. It's so cute too. It's a little orange one. What in the world? Silly clown, silly clown. Oh, gee. But
There's always some fool trying to mess with me.
gosh. All right. Well, I feel better now. I was starting to kind of go a little crazy, trying to find that last, trying to find that last timed challenge so that I could get the achievement.
Next year is sure to have a good harvest.
I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna find it, am I? And then of course, just as I was talking, there it was. Yeah, apparently in Baizu's letter, he planted a tree, or a tea tree, so one of those little bushes, but whichever one he planted, or no idea. Oh. I know the Baizu fans were trying to figure out, like, which house was Baizu's masters by the cutscene Baizu had in his story quest, but I don't think it really matched up with much. So, unfortunately, we're not 100% sure. But, I mean, I know with Baizu's story, he actually is an orphan. He was living in a village with his parents, and they got hit by a plague, and his parents both got sick and died, and he was also sick. But luckily, his master with Changsheng arrived and managed to cure him, although it was too late for his parents. And so now, with Baizu being all alone and apparently having a very quick-witted and clever mind, the master decided to take Baizu with him and make him his disciple.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
And then, of course, after the master also passed away, I mean, it's a very interesting aspect when you think about it. Because you think about it, like, Baizu's parents died pretty much before he could really remember them. Like, I think he was, like, 3 or 4. So, he's, like, vague thoughts of them, but not like, actual memories, apparently. So, the Master and Changsheng were basically his family. Since he was small. And then his master dying was basically like losing his dad all over again. And I don't know exactly what type of relationship you could say he and Changsheng have on like the personal aspect. Like, does Baizu see Changsheng as his mom? Does he see her as a pet? Does he, you know... what's the vibe they both give each other? And how does Changsheng see him? Does she see him as like that silly boy that she watched grow up, or does she see him as the man he's become? And it's kind of like, what type of relationship do they have? In the sense of, like, how they feel about each other. Because, I mean, they're based off of the story of the White Snake, but it's kind of clear that I don't think they're in love. They definitely care a lot about each other. But I don't know if they'd actually be, like, in a relationship. I mean, unless Changsheng could change back into her human shape, which she can't, so I guess the whole thing's kind of null and void because she's sort of stuck in as a snake. Although apparently she starts off as a snake, so turning human is something that she could do, but
Life,
she's not actually
death,
human.
and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Whenever he says that line, I'm kind of like, oh boy. I mean, it's definitely clear that Baizu cares about Changsheng a lot, because, I mean, after his master dies and he's faced with, he goes and he asks her what she's going to do, and she says, oh, I guess I'll go back to the mountains and see my old friends, and then I'll take a very, very long nap, which meant that she was going to die. The long nap was a nap forever. And he made the decision that he couldn't let that happen. He couldn't let his only family member...
When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
He didn't want to lose another person that he was very close to. And so he decided to put himself in the position of, not only preserving Changsheng's life, but going out of his way to try to figure out immortality so that she would never have to watch someone die for her again. Because, I mean, unlike other like, oh, serpents that are making a deal with people, Changsheng does not want people to die on her. She tells Baizu, I think, or during the story she mentions that she tried to warn them again and again not to push it so hard, not to use
Life,
up so much.
Death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Not to push it so hard, not to use up so much life energy, but they did it again, time and time again. And she lost them. She had to watch them die because of her, and she felt awful. So Baizu taking on the contract isn't just him saving her life, it's him saving her heart, basically. Because he promises that he's going to figure out immortality. He's not going to let her have to pass on to somebody else in order to stay alive.
When on the road,
and
one
they'll
should
be together
take
forever.
ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
Push.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
I mean, I think Baizu is a really good character. And also, too, I don't really understand. I mean, maybe it was because of his voice direction in the early days, because he, at certain points, he did sound like really, really gay, which there's nothing wrong with gay, but he did sound very, like, stereotypical, I think, gay. And I think for some people who are homophobic, that set off a lot of warning bells for them, and it just is a big giant mess. But he's a really good person, and you know, he takes care of Chi Chi. The only thing he quote unquote uses her for is to watch her and figure out, how are you immortal? You know, can I replicate that in some way without the side effects? Which also, if he can figure that out, it could probably help her too. You know, he could help her with her memory and her lack of taste and the fact that she gets all stiff. You know, he could do those things for her, as well as himself. You know, I think the only thing is that he has like torn things out of her notebook before, stuff that he doesn't want her to remember, which basically includes things about him being sick, because he doesn't want her to worry about him.
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
Case in point. I mean, this man is you know, sort of suffering, and he's trying his hardest to not be a burden on people, and to not let people worry about him. I mean, they even say that during his bad days, when the stuff really rears its head, he more or less locks himself away and takes care of himself. He doesn't want Wei or Chi-Chi to have to, you know, take care of him and stuff.
When on the road,
like, geez, this
one
guy's
should
so
take
selfless.
ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
I mean, considering how non-sussy this guy is, you know, once you do his story quest and things like that, I mean, I am kind of the thought process of not trusting anybody that says bad things about Baizu, because there's so much, like, this is kind of a little bit negative, but like, there's so much homophobia and like ableism and stuff that people who don't like Baizu can be connected to, that it's sort of like, okay, I can't tell whether you just don't like him because you don't like the color green and you don't like his green hair, or if you're being like some sort of homophobic projector. You know? So I'm kind of just on the point of like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna be over here. But Baizu is my favorite character. He's been my favorite character since day one. And it does make me sad that more people, or thing is, I'm sure that there is quite a few people who like Baizu. You know, it's just that the ones who don't are very loud and noisy. Oh. But anyway. Alright, well, I need to go to bed. It's gotten late and I have stuff to do tomorrow,
Life,
so.
Death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are?
Anyway. Alright, well, I think that, excuse me, my body just went woo. I think that is it for this evening. Thank you guys for joining, and if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, I do have a Twitter page and also a Discord. If you guys would like to join it, you can find the links on the main pages. I believe both on YouTube and Twitch. So you can join our Discord, chat with us, things like that, and so on. Like I said, I will be streaming tomorrow evening. We're doing Cyno's Quest and probably a little bit of Wind Trace, as long as we have enough time and I have enough energy for it, because I've got a lot of stuff to do. Wednesday is either going to be continuing Cyno's Quest or Honkai Star Rail. I have it as Honkai Star Rail right now, but if I don't get Cyno's Quest finished on Tuesday, we'll probably continue it. And then Thursday's going to take a break, and then Friday we're just going to do some Genshin. Let's see. Yeah. I think next Friday. No, I'm thinking it's like next Friday is going to be the live stream for Genshin. Yeah, because Arlecchino's banner is going to end tomorrow about, what is it, 6 o'clock, I think? So her banner's going to end, Garmouche and Baizu's banners are going to come in, and then 10 days after that, which will probably be the 24th, we'll end up having the live stream for 4.7, which, as we have seen with drip marketing, is going to be Sijuin, Sethos, and Cloran. But what order they're coming in, or which banners Sethos is going to be part of, I don't know. I'm thinking about rolling for Sijuin because she's a cute little sea bunny girl, and so on. And I've kind of wanted her since the beginning, just because she was so cute. I was like, oh, look at that, she's so adorable. She's also the only Melusine we're ever gonna get, apparently. So kind of want her. And then I think after I get her, I'll probably just use up the rest for Natlan. I have a guaranteed, so let's see. One of those. Hop back to the gameplay real quick. Yeah, I have 233, and I have a guaranteed Sijuin right now because I got Chi-Chi last time. So that's 233 minus 90. It is, yeah. So I would have 143 going into, if Natlan was like right now. If I add 80 to that, which would be 4.7 and 4.8 with no rolling, and then I added an extra 20 for Baizu's banner, yeah, I'd have 243 by the time Natlan dropped, which would be really nice, because then that means if Natlan, the first Natlan thing comes in and it's like, oh gosh, I really want that character, I can get it. I actually, I think with the I did not roll on the very first Inazuman character because that was Kazuha. And I did roll on Tignari. Tignari was the first Sumeru character. He also had his banner and everybody, and he was like, oh, they're gonna put his banner, he's gonna go on standard, he'll never get a banner again. And I was like, oh my gosh, So I rolled for him, but then I did not roll for the first 5-star for Fontaine. So I didn't roll for Linny. Linny's really cute and everything. But I have a lot of characters to save for. So far, yeah, you can't really count Mondstadt and Leeway because they were the starting group. So anyway, all right. Excuse me. Anyway, well, thanks a lot for everybody who watched and who came to visit, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.